Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Patricio. In this CBT, I will show you how to install a print server role on a Windows Server 2012 R2. Also, we are going to create a policy on our domain controller, so when the user logs into a particular machine, this printer will be automatically installed via the GPO. Let's go over to the file server and click on the server manager. Once in the server manager dashboard, we can add a role from the configure local server, add roles and features, which is option number 2, or we can go to the manage menu and click add roles and features. Let's add roles and features. The Add Roles and Feature wizard will come up, then click Next. Let's select the first option, which is Role-Based and Feature-Based Installation. Configure a single server by adding roles or roles, services, and features. So let's click Next. Select the server. Since this is the only server, we're going to highlight it and click Next. And then we have to select a Print and Document Services. And click Add Features, then click Next. The next option, the role services. Here is where we're going to select Print Server, which by default should be already checked, but if not, just select Print Server and then click Next. Click Next, and the installation will start. This will take, depending on the speed of your machine, it might take up to 10 minutes or 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. The installation succeeded on CBT-Master-FS .cbtmaster.com. Our role has been installed. Now, under the role and server group, we can see a new tab. It says Print Services. Let's go to Tools and click on Print Management. Under the Print Server, let's click on a CBT-FS, which is our local server, and then click on Printers. You can see that it's nothing there. Let's click on Drivers. We're going to add a new driver. Click Next. Select your architecture. In my case, I will select 64 and click Next. I click Have a Disk. I will browse through my system until I find the driver that I need, and then click Open. Click OK. Now scroll down and find your printer. My printer is here, and click Next, and then click Finish. Remember though, we are installing the drivers, not the printer. So the first step is to install, once you install the role, we're going to have to install the print drivers. Now the print driver has been installed. Now it's time to add the printer. Click on Printers, right click, Add Printer. In the printer installation wizard, select Add a TCP/IP or web services printed by IP. I will select this, and type of device will be auto detect, and also auto detect, and I will type my IP address or host name. In my case, I will type the IP address. Click Next. Now it's time to name our printer. I will name mine MFC-J280W, and I will share it with the same name. You can type a location, comment, department, etc. Click Next and click Finish. This will take a little time, maybe like a minute or two. Our installation is complete. If we click on printer, you can see that we have the additional printer that we named. On the drivers, that's the driver that we just installed. Let's get out of the printer manager. Now it's time to create the GPO in our domain controller, which is going to be installing the printer to the machine. Now let's go back to the domain controller. Click on Server Manager. And make this full screen. Active Directory Users and Computers. And what I have done, I created a OU called CBT. And inside the CBT, I made also 3 other OUs. One called Computers, the other one called Server, and the other one is Users. Same thing as the regular default OUs in the domain. This is for you if you have multiple departments or multiple companies that you want to organize your users and computers. So what I did here was I add on computers. I noticed that I have 2 computers here. I'm gonna move one back to the original location, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So now that computer is not there. And right click the computer that I wanted to be add to the policy and move, and then I select computer on the organizational unit that I created. So now I will apply, or I will link the GPO to this computer container or the organizational unit. That's how you apply the policy. Now it's time to create the policy. Let's close out of the Active Directory Users and Computers and click on Tools, Group Policy Management. The Group Policy Management appears, and notice that we have the CBT OU that we created in Users and Computers. Now expand the CBT OU and right click Computers and create a GPO in this domain and link it here. Just name the policy. Just give it a name and click OK. Now get out of the Group Policy Management. Let's go now to our print server. Open Server Manager and click Tools and go into the Print Management. Here's our print server. Then expand the CBT server. Click on Printer and then click the printer that we installed in the previous step and right click and deploy with GPO. Or you can use the action and deploy with the group policy. And click Browse. And our linkage was on computers under the CBT-Master. So double click there and you can see that's the policy that we create. Now notice that we have 2 options. Do we want to apply this per machine or per user? I will select per machine, so that one doesn't really matter who is connected or who is logging into the machine. Once you have selected or ticked that option, click Add, then select the print server name or the printer name and click Next. The printer deployment for removal operation has succeeded. And click OK. Now the deployment has been done. Let's get out of the print management and go and get out of the device, get out of the server manager And now let's go to the Windows 10 workstation. Log in with our credentials, type in the password. Also notice that this machine, it is part of the domain. Very important. Type in the password. Click on start and type devices and printers. Double click, open it, and notice that there is no printer installed. No printer installed whatsoever. So what we're going to do is two things. Sometimes updating the group policy don't work, so you're going to have to reboot. So let's try this and see if that works. Let's try it by typing gp update space / force. See, it seems like it's updating it. Let's see. Computer policy updated has completed successfully. Now, okay, but there's still no printer in the devices and printers, so let's refresh. And this probably is one of those that is not gonna work. It might take a little while, but let's see. Let's reboot. Let's restart the computer and see if that helps. Computer has been rebooted, so let's type in the password to log in. Now let's double check. Now click on the search box, type in devices and printers. And success, our printer is here. This concludes the tutorial on how to install a printer via the GPO. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Goodbye.